Okay, two things. Number one, I'm sorry that this is coming out a day late since this dropped yesterday. But there will be another video coming up on the channel that will explain. It'll be another review. It will explain why I was kind of a bit preoccupied, shall we say, and that I did not watch this show yesterday. However, with that said, that leads me into point number two. I need a season 2 of this show right now. Okay? Because, yeah, let's talk about this, shall we? Hey guys, what's going on? It's Daniel Strong from QuickTime Reactions, and I have just watched all 4 episodes of Marvel Zombies. This takes place a couple of years after the events of the What If episode, What If Zombies, and it sees a ragtag group of heroes try to crack the code, shall we say, of trying to end the zombie apocalypse before their undead queen takes control of everything in sight. So this sees a lot of MCU actors come in to voice the characters that they portray on screen. So we're talking about like Florence Pugh, David Harbour, Simu Liu, Aquafina, Iman Vellani, Dominic Thorne, Haley Steinfeld, Randall Park, as well as a whole host of others. And I should also say Elizabetholsen as well. But yeah, man, this this series rules. This rules so much. I'm gonna talk about like highlights of each episode. Um, Actually, I'll just get out of the way with like a general highlight right off of the bat. Um, this show's rated TVMA, and by God, they go for that TVMA. Because you see blood, you see viscera, you see freaking skeletons. You see skeletons of people that are dead. And it's so glorious. Oh, it's so good. It makes the horror nerd in me so happy. And yes, this is the official kickoff to Noobs for Horror October. And I'm so happy that we get to kick it off like this. I should have probably mentioned that in the intro as well, but you know what? I'm mentioning it right now. Second general thing that I want to talk about is like there is a really good like I was kind of expecting like similar style to like the What If episodes, like mini segments kind of heroes in this zombie apocalypse. They all get together and they try to stop it. No, there is actually a bit of a through line, and the main one is kind of focused on Kamala Khan in this. And by the way, Iman Vellani is really, really good in this, as she is kind of like the main focus of this. But I also have to shout out Blade Knight. He was really cool. Alexei, Red Guardian, he had some really good moments in this. Simu Liu, Shang-Chi, and Katie, they also had some really cool moments as well. Even Mr. Jimmy Woo himself, Randall Park, he also had some pretty good moments in this as well. There were just like everyone got to have really cool moments. Um, Now I'm just gonna kind of go through like highlights of each episode. Um, Highlights from episode one includes our trio going through the Valley of the Broken Gods. Um, and one of the shots, they're hiding in like the rubble of a store, and you see zombies behind them. That is such a classic horror shot. There are a lot of cool horror shots and a lot of cool horror moments in this series that were like really, really good. Um, so I appreciate that they had like the tinge of horror in there as well, and not just stick to like the blood and the guts and all that stuff. I like the fact that they incorporate some horror elements into this. Um, the introduction of Blade Knight was also really, really cool as well. Them going to the North Institute where they meet up with the Belovas, Milena, Alexei, and Yelena. That was really cool. Melina taking control of the zombies with the technology that she used in the Black Widow film. I thought that was really cool. I thought it was going to work for a second, but the Undead Queen's magic is way too strong. I know they showed this fight in the trailer, but Blade Knight fighting a zombie ghost, that was awesome. And yeah, that first episode was just, it set the tone for what was to come. Episode 2 opens with the perspective of Shang-Chi and Katie, and them kind of being there for day one when Hank Pym came back with a zombie Janet. And, you know, chaos has erupted into San Francisco. I liked how they did the reveal of Shang-Chi's fighting ability in this when they're surrounded by zombies and he just had to fight his way out. I also love the fact that the Ten Rings came in to try and basically try to save Shang-Chi, but when he gets bit, Wen Wu pushes the Ten Rings to his son, and one stops the infection on his arm. I believe it's his right arm, actually, where you see the ring. But I thought that was a really cool detail that the ring stopped the infection. I thought that was really, really cool. And then we flash forward 5 years into the future, and their gang is basically Mad Max. Singing a Journey, driving cars, messing up scrolls like it was Mad Max Fury Road. And they make their way to New Orleans to try and seek passage on a refitted raft prison, which is like the raft prison from the MCU, led by Zemo, who has his henchman John Walker, Wyatt Russell returning to his role of John Walker in this show. But of course, there are zombies underwater led by Zombie Namor. They break in, they cause havoc, and our gang escapes minus Yelena. She stays to go down with the ship. In episode 3, they do get to New Asgard, and Valkyrie, Tessathompson, she's back. But this is all a trap by the Undead Queen Scarlet Witch. And they're all zombies, and they basically have to fight their way out. Thor, and yes, Thor is in this. I don't know if it is voiced by Chris Hemsworth, though. I don't know that. He eventually comes in and just starts cleaning house. Goes up against zombie Scarlet Witch, and is able to like get them, our group that we follow, away from the scene. Meanwhile, also in this episode, we do catch up with what happened after the events of What If episode 5 from season 1, where T'Challa Scott Lang's head with Doctor Strange's cape and Spider-Man, they're basically going to Wakanda to try and see if they can stop this zombie invasion with the Mind Stone. Little do they know is that they are running right into a trap with zombie Thanos. They're able to fight it off until zombie Thanos gets that Mind Stone, completes the gauntlet, but Black Panther, T'Challa, sacrifices himself. He pushes himself and Thanos into the vibranium core of Wakanda and is able to stop it. But then there's all this infinite energy created by the dissolution of the stones, which leads me right nicely into episode 4, where the only person that can absorb all that energy is Hulk. So we've had normal Hulk, we've had Smart Hulk, we've had Kaiju Hulk from What If Season 3, and now we have Infinity Hulk, which this version of Hulk is way too OP. Because you see him later on, he's just like pushing like hundreds of zombies away. And he's just like barely lifting a finger against them. And I'm just like, he is too OP. Like, if it were not for like just the numerous amount of zombies, like, and him having this slow ass healing ability, like, he could have taken on everybody. He could have done it. But, of course, cavalry comes in. And everybody's trying to keep Wanda away from Infinity Hulk, because that's the reason she's, trying to find out where all this energy's coming from so that she could have it for herself. And she's, like, slowly but surely trying to court Kamala into, being on her side, and, we can reshape the world, we can fix this ourselves. But Kamala's steadfast, like, refused. And then finally, after seeing, like, all of her friends just, like, slowly but surely die, she finally takes that. She takes that offer. She embraces hands with the undead queen, Scarlet Witch. And it's her, Kamala Khan, and Infinity Hulk, and they reshape the world, and it appears as though everything is fine, everything's back to normal. Riri and Kate are back, they go get Boba, everything is nice, but there's a bit of a glitch in the Matrix, and you see Riri out there saying, like, don't believe everything you see, it's all fake. And we end there. We get one last jump scare of Wanda in zombie form. And that's where the show ends. Which is why I say I need a season 2 ASAP. Because you can't leave it on this freaking cliffhanger, man. You just can't. I want more story. They either should have made more episodes of this, or they should have had season 2 ready in the bag, because I want more of it. I'm just like, you have me so invested. It's like, I want more episodes of this, please. But I guess I'll have to wait. Good things come to those who wait, I guess. But also, I do have to give a major shout out to Brian Andrews. He directed all 4 of those episodes. Zeb Wells, he wrote all the scripts, and the story was done by both Brian and Zeb as well. So good job to you guys on that. Really, really good job across all 4 episodes of this. You should have made more, but we'll take the 4 that we have. You gave us some really cool moments. But yeah, that is my review of Marvel Zombies. I want a season 2 ASAP. Please. Please give me season 2 ASAP. Like, I don't care that, we have, all these movies coming up later on. Y'all can make animation in no time. Like, legitimately. Just get a season 2 out. Please. Please. That's all I ask. Please. But that's pretty much it for my review, guys. Be safe out there, and you know what? Just go out and just absorb all the energy in the world, because maybe you'll be as OP as Infinity Hulk, and you can just like bat away hundreds at just like the flick of a wrist. Like, or if you go and you absorb all the energy in the world, you could potentially die as one of the two. You either become godlike like Infinity Hulk, or you die. Pick your poison. And I will catch you guys next time.